depending on who's asking the questions, whether it's this laughing guy right here, infect the quality of their case like a cancer. They're hoping they throw enough against the wall and see what sticks. It's not guilty on every count. There was a great deal of things that you were probably looking for and never received.
Baez made an emotional and dramatic case to jurors aimed at raising reasonable doubt.
Why? Because you want to go party? They want to give you the who without the where, the how, or the why. If you hate her, if you think she's a lying, no good slut, then you'll start to look at this evidence in a different light.
Baez does seem to like to shock with words that stand out in someone's memory, which is probably a calculated strategy on his part.
We want you to base your verdict on the evidence, not on emotion.
It was very specific, it was very focused, it was very lengthy.
This is fraud. This is trying to pull a fast one.
He broke down the entire case. It was easy to understand. It was like the Casey Anthony trial for dummies.
And we're going to ask you to render a verdict of not guilty on these charges because they simply were not proven.
And Jose Baez called it on him right in front of the jury.
Depending on who's asking the questions, whether it's this laughing guy right here or whether it's myself.
Sustained approach the bench.
He did it purposely. He wanted to make sure the jury knew that Jeff Ashton was laughing at him and laughing at his case.
He said that he was as cool as a cucumber.
How did she die? What happened to her? What is proven beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt? Not just some, but every single one. And those questions were never answered. If you don't know what happened, you did not get DNA or blood from the trunk of that car, correct?
That's correct.
That's it. If it wasn't proven to you that it happened, not what you would call shockingly high levels of chloroform, would it?
No.
That's it. It's over. You knew Kaylee was dead already, didn't you, sir? It's not guilty on every count.
And then he went through the forensics and methodically laid it out. Highly effective closing.
This evidence will so infect the quality of their case like a cancer that you will have no alternative than to render a verdict of not guilty.
The verdict stuns the world.
Let's return to jury. Will the defendant rise along with counsel? Madam Clerk, you may publish the verdicts.
As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 5th day of July, 2011.
Stunned.
Verdict as to count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all.
Oh my goodness.
Verdict as to count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
Not guilty.
Casey Anthony has been acquitted, found not guilty.
Did I get that right? Did I hear that right?
After 3 years of buildup and 47 days of jury selection and trial,
not guilty.
I will adjudge you to be not guilty.
It really came down to reasonable doubt.
12 people found Casey Anthony not guilty.
Not guilty. This jury has found Casey Anthony not responsible.
I was like, no, didn't they say not guilty?
We were just like, vote.
They did not prove their case.
It seemed like the state just didn't connect the dots on reasonable doubt.
When the verdict was read, the not guilty verdicts were read.
I reached over and squeezed Casey's hand because it was a death penalty case.
Because he says he knew that he had saved her life.
All I was concentrating on was saving her life. I can say I saved a life.
Now that he's won the impossible case,
Catapulting her attorney, Jose Baez, into the very front ranks of criminal defense attorneys.
Jose Baez may be a rock star.
he's in a great position. He's going to go down in history, literally, because of this case.
Florida jury acquitted Casey Anthony
The 12 people who judged Casey Anthony did not believe she was responsible.
You cannot convict someone until they've had their day in court.